Ham exposed Noah because he did not discern covering. And hear this clearly. Anything you do not discern, you will eventually dishonor. The Bible says in Genesis 9:22, "And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brethren without." This was not about eyesight. This was about insight. He did not just see, he saw and spoke. This was never about skin. This was about seeing weakness and choosing exposure over protection. Noah had just come out of deliverance. The flood was over. The ark assignment was complete. But understand this: transition seasons expose people. After victory comes vulnerability, and Ham walked in at the wrong moment with the wrong spirit. The text says he saw and then he told. He looked long enough to form a narrative. He lingered long enough to feel justified. The Hebrew implication suggests more than observation. It points to fixation, mockery, and disclosure. This is why Proverbs 17:9 says, "He that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repeateth a matter separateth very friends." Exposure separates, covering preserves. This is the danger of unprocessed sons. They enjoy discovering flaws in fathers they never had the oil to cover. They mistake access for assignment. Ham exposed Noah because exposure gave him a sense of power. Revealing what was hidden made him feel elevated, but revelation without honor becomes rebellion. Then the Bible shifts the atmosphere. Genesis 9:23 says, "And Shem and Japheth took a garment and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness." They walked backward. Backward movement is prophetic language for restraint. They refused to stare at what could poison their perception. They honored the mantle even when the man was human. They covered what could have cursed them. That is why Proverbs 10:12 declares, "Hatred stirreth up strifes, but love covereth all sins." Covering is not denial. Covering is discernment. Ham represents a spirit that celebrates uncovering. It wants to be first to tell, first to expose, first to whisper, first to post. But watch this. The curse did not fall on Noah. Genesis 9:25 says, "Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren." Why? Because dishonor reproduces faster than honor, and exposure creates generational dysfunction. Hear this prophetic warning. There are people who will see you in a moment of weakness and think it is permission to talk. But Ecclesiastes 3:7 reminds us there is a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Not everyone who sees your humanity is called to comment on it. God still protects coverings. He still defends mantles, and he still judges how people handle vulnerability. Numbers 12:8 says, "Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?" God takes dishonor personally. So hear this and remember it. Do not expose what God is restoring. Do not uncover what heaven is covering. And do not mistake proximity for permission. The difference between being cursed and being covered is how you respond when you see nakedness. One son talked, two sons covered, and heaven recorded the difference.